Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. We've got a very special treat for you in our music department. I'm not going to give it away. Now, the Department of Economic Development and Tourism in KZN has decided to place the spotlight on its summer campaign on the small town known as Creighton. Lebo has been there the entire morning, paid a visit and discovered that one of South Africa's renowned artists was born on one of the missions in this part of the country. Take a look.
Architecture, art, heritage and human endeavour. That's what mission tourism offers in these parts of KwaZulu Natal. This one, known as Sentakao Mission, is one of 27 missions in the Herigwala district and was founded in 1818 when Abbot Francis Fanner purchased a small farm on the western bank of the Umzimkhulu River in the Creighton district.
This has been achieved by restoring the first church of Sentakao and to accommodate the artwork of Gerard Bengu and photographs of pioneering Trappist monks. Mission tourism is not fundamentally a religious product, but an opportunity to showcase human endeavour in the context of history, architecture, art and culture.
This mission was home to renowned South African and internationally acclaimed artist Gerard Bengu, who was known for telling the story of the Kuze and Banga people through his art.
Gerard Bengu was born on the 6th of September in 1910 in Sentakao, and he was the eldest of four, and he was raised in the Roman Catholic faith on this mission station. As a young man, he suffered from TB and was treated at the clinic attached to the Sentakao mission, and it was here that he was encouraged to draw and paint by members of staff. And this resulted into him furthering his artistic career in the Edendale Teachers Training College. He had a long artistic career spanning from 1937 to 1988, just 2 years before his death on the 26th of September, 1990.
The mission houses the Gerard Bengu Gallery and Museum with over 40 of his early works open for the public to view. And according to this curator, Bengu and his art are answering many questions about the heritage of Amakuze and Amapanga.
Interestingly enough, people find that they themselves were not aware of their backgrounds. So when they enter this place, they actually find out how the Baka culture was formed, where they came from, and how they ended up being in this area.
A glance at the architecture that is Sentakao Mission, one can understand why Bengu's early works were inspired by Catholic imagery. He grew up around this church, which celebrates its 120th year this year. The first church of Sentakao was built in 1892 and recently underwent a facelift to improve the aging architecture. The refurbished building also pays homage to the missionaries that committed their lives to Sentakao.
It is called the hidden treasure of Sentakao. It's very important because it depicts imagery of all the people that were important in the transformation or in the formation of Sentakao. There's a photograph of Abbot Francis Fanner, who was the founder of Marion Hill, who also founded Sentakao Mission, and he's depicted twice on the stainless window. It's depicted as a young man with his Bible opened, showing the journey in which he still needs to travel, and as an elderly man with his Bible closed, basically just saying that he has done everything that he could and he's now leaving it to the people that are following. There's also a depiction of Nkosi Sakayedwa from Polela, and he was actually the first person who sent out a message to Marion Hill so that his people can be taught the book. It's still unknown whether he meant the Bible or education, but either way they came with both. So he's also depicted on the window with members of his community. And also there's the architect monk Renowed Streicher. He was the architect monk of the order, and he's the one who designed all the missions of the Trappist order.
The mission currently hosts workshops, conventions, and of course, Mass every Sunday. For Morning Live in Creighton, KwaZulu Natal, I'm Lebo Thinane.
Health Talk looks into the increase of suicide and symptoms leading to suicide.
The death wish grows when you go into depression after a lot of stress.
And often when we talk about suicide, we don't talk about a person wanting to stop living, but rather wanting to stop living in pain.
After losing everything in life that lead you to no options but suicide.
I had that spirit of fear in me to say, don't even face tomorrow.
After being overwhelmed with stress and trauma, it becomes difficult to have self-control.
People learning tools and skills that will practically enable them to meet these challenges.
In trying times, never be alone. Reach out for help to a better solution.
Support should be done by a counsellor or psychologist where you're able to speak about how you're feeling in a safe, accepting, non-judgmental space.
For all your health tips, join Dr. Silo Mudawuni every Saturday from 9 till 10.
Technology is all around us and is improving lives across Africa, like how young Nigerians are connecting to the internet. There are doctors finding new ways to save lives in Cameroon, and the South African public transport system that is now getting Wi-Fi. We have gadgets, apps and loads more, some of which play a big role in Africa's growth. A huge part of this African growth is technological innovation. To find out a bit more about social media and technology news from here in Africa and abroad, join me, Phumelele Zondi, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. on SABC News.
Makamelo Sekgonze, one strong woman who said no to hunger. She never allowed circumstances to pull her down. At daybreak, she is up and running in the streets of Johannesburg to make her living. After 12 hours of hard work, she goes back home being able to put food on the table. Join me, Bulemo Lebatsi, on your show about those who take on and conquer life challenges every Saturday at 5:30.
Welcome back. Let's go to KZN where Lebo is standing by.
All right, welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live, and welcome to Creighton in Kwazulu Natal. So we thought we'd bring somebody in to give us a brief history of the area that we're in, and of course is former school principal Mandla Ngobo, who's lived here all his life and in the Herikwala district. So good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning very much. Good morning.
Give us a brief history of the area that we're in at the moment.
The brief history here, maybe let us start from centuries ago. You know, about 195 years ago, Shaka's army was here around Mzimkhulu and Polela River. They had a Pondoland campaign. They gave the name Polela to the river that is just entering Mzimkhulu above Sentokau. From then, after Shaka, you know, there was colonization and there were colonists who came to settle here. This place, Creighton, was once called Drunk Valley. That is the Valley of the Drunkards. I don't know why they said that. But later on, what a feature that has been here, the Trappist missionaries who settled in Marian Hill established their first missions around this area. Now, you will know that this area also has an aspect of tourism that is called mission tourism, where we have old missions like Rechenau and Sentekau. What has also happened after the establishment of the native administration in the province of Kwazulu Natal, this area was called Polela Reserve by Sir Theophilus Shipston, using the name Polela River that was bequeathed by Manyundela's army, that was Shaka's army. Now after that, we have had the administration of the KwaZulu homeland. This area was part of the Hlanganane area, regional area, but after the advent of the democratic rule, in 1996, we had the local government, the transitional one, but in 2000, then we established this municipality, Ingwe municipality, and we also established the district. It was then called Sisonke, but it's now called Herikwala.
Why was it called Herikwala?
Herikwala, we gave it, Herikwala is one of the person, this part formed part of the Midlands. And one of the ANC leaders who re-established the ANC after its unbanning was Harry Gwala. Before he was elected as chairperson of the Midlands district or region, he was appointed as a convener. So the first seats of free political activity for all the parties, Harry Gwala was instrumental in establishing that. That is around this area, Ikopo, Mzimkhulu, Mpendle, and Bulu and Anderbeck. So we call it Harry Gwala in memory of the contribution that Mpepetua made to the struggle and to the freedom that we are enjoying now.
What is the best part of being stationed here in these parts of KwaZulu Natal?
The best part, this area is cool, it's good for tourism, there is very healthy air that you inhale here. This area is ideal for tourism. Now, those who are history enthusiasts, I would like to, as I've mentioned, the Pholela River, it was called Pholela River, that means the place of cool waters. It happened when it was there was snow that was smelling from the mountains of the Drakensberg, and then it joined the Mzimkhulu River. Now, what has been here, Shaka, the legendary builder of the Zulu nation, came to this place. There's a mountain in Bulwa which is called Mahwaka. That mountain, if you read Shaka's praise singer, you will find that Mahwaka is there. Kutwa Ushaga, intaba le Mahwaka kamtuwana ngandaba, meaning this one.
So I apologize, we have to wrap it up, but thank you so much for talking to us. For that history lesson, Mandla Ngobo, former school principal, but now councillor, giving us a brief history of these parts of KwaZulu Natal. All right, let's head back to Auckland Park, where Sam Marshall is standing by.